Kunal is joining in with the BNSN Pathshala of the day. Kunal, good morning to you. Last week we spoke about the Elliott Wave, and this week I think you have more in store for us on that same topic. What can we learn on this today?
Thank you, Alex, for that. So Elliott Wave is a very broad kind of a topic. So to try and cover and sum up the topic in a very short span, would probably be a complete injustice. So what I've done is I've taken this into the second part of, where we left off from last week, of trying to understand in detail how do we subdivide a bigger wave. So like what we discussed last week, that there are two parts of this wave. The first is the motive wave, or what we call it as an impulse wave, which is in the direction of the trend. So assuming if the markets or an asset class is going through an uptrend, the uptrend is broken into 5 parts, the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on the way down, when the markets are getting to a corrective phase or a phase of correction, the correction is into 3 steps, that's ABC. Now we'll try and break the first part of this in the next slide, which is the motive wave. So as you can see, the first impulse wave is broken into a step of 5 steps up. Now every wave in Elliott terminology is subdivided into smaller waves. So what we'll now see in the next slide is how we've broken this 5 waves up into a series of subdivisions. So for example, over here what you can see is that the Elliott wave is broken into the steps of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where this forms the first bigger wave. This is the second wave 2, the wave 3, wave 4, and then the wave 5 on the Elliott side. Each wave, as you can see, is subdivided into 5 subsequent waves. So on the way up, which is in the direction of the wave, it's broken into 5 steps up. On the way down, it's broken into 3 steps on the downside. Same happens with the wave 1, 3 and 5, which are in the direction of the bigger trend. Waves 2 as well as waves 4 are corrective waves in the trend up. So they form in the steps of ABC. This is how an impulse wave is structured. Then we look out for the second part of this wave, which is the corrective wave. Corrective wave, as I said earlier, is in the direction on the downside, which means it's broken into 3 steps. That's wave A, wave B and wave C. Now we'll subdivide the corrective wave as well into subsequent smaller division of waves, which is in the last slide over here. How the waves A, B, C are broken down. So as you can see over here, that the waves A, B, C are further broken down into 5 waves. Now as you can see that this time the only change is the wave A, which is on the downside, is into a 5 wave on the downside. It's not into a 3 step because it's in the direction of the trend. So this forms the wave A, this forms the wave B, and this forms the wave C. Wave C again, as I said, is in the direction of the trend, so broken into 5 steps. This is the second part of this amazing Elliott wave, which I believe will probably carry forward as a series over the next subsequent Pathshala sessions as well.
Absolutely, Kunal, and I'm sure that we will need more than one or two basically a part series for this particular Elliott wave theory that you've thought, and I'm sure that our viewers who are tuned in will definitely benefit from that. Do share your feedback and do share with us what else would you want to learn from Kunal when it comes to BNSN Pathshala. But for now, yes, we will be continuing with Elliott wave theory because I don't think it's done yet.